Good evening. It's Friday, ni furahi day. And I'm so happy and glad to be part of your evening. My name is Likuyani Eli and you're watching Art in Heart. And this is definitely our last episode of season 3. But we are not bowing out until we discuss issues and matters that matter to you and I and everybody that is watching. Let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know if you are loving the show. If not, let us know what we can do more to make it better. But tonight, we are discussing matters just twerking. You know, twerking goes all the way back in the 80s, where music and, those moves of bounce came in, and everybody decided the only way to show what their mama gave them is move what is behind them and not what is in front of, rather on top of them. So this is what we'll be discussing and why Nikita akitingiza kila mtu wana go crazy. This and much more. But before that, take a look.
Form 1s. Sini juzi bude mumekuja kwa shule. Mumeanza kufuatana na form 4s. Let me tell you form 1s. Kama unataka bwana ako university. Kama unataka bibi enda ungangane umpate university. Sio hapa. Some of you wazazi wenu wamengangana, wameusha ng'ombe, wameusha mahindi ile walikuwa nayo. Wengine hata wajapanda. Shamba ile ilikuwa pande wamekomboeshea, wamekoteshea watu wengine. Ndio wapate school fees na mahitaji umeletu hapa. Then you reach here kujamanisha mwezi moja. You have not finished even a 1 month.
Exactly, you've not finished even 1 month. And all those faces you've seen, they are here tonight, including others. Joy Ngodho will be joining us from Saudi Arabia, of course, Godwin in Nairobi, Kenya. But for now, let me bring the one and only co-host, Austin Mwigai, who has been helping me out throughout this season. Mr. Austin. You guy, umesema utamute ama utanmute? We amua tu kitu utafanya, alafu si tufanye wenye unataka.
Yeah. It's a guy Mwigai, Austin Mwigai, you know. Maze, tulisema tukikosa Mercedes Benz tunaiweka kwa kichwa. Uko aje Eli?
I'm great. How have you been, brother?
I've been fine, man. It's been long.
I don't know what you've been doing, but whatever it is, I know for sure it has something to do with what Sony was doing to you. Sony Gisheru in Nairobi, Kenya. Good evening.
Good evening. Hi, you guys. Hope
We're
you're
just
having a
twerking.
good weekend.
We're just twerking.
Si kama Austin ako mahali Naivasha anafagia tu mahali.
Na ngoja mama wangu anipeleke Naivasha.
Hujapelekwa? Pole sana. Huyo ashapeleka mwingine.
Hajapeleka mwingine. Namjua.
Sony Gisheru, karibu sana. And of course, I have an amazing lady anaitwa Joy Ngodho. Joy, mambo vipi?
Hi.
Wewe tulikuwa tunatengeneza poster ukasema tu niandike she was there. Usiwe na hiyo madharau by the way.
Eli. Unajua by the way, hata kwanza niseme. Unajua leo hata unajua unaniambiaga napoteaga chua na narudi chua haya. Sasa nimerudi na
wewe unapoteanga chubriu.
Sasa leo sikukua lakini sasa niko. Mimi ndio niko
Wewe ndio uko. Looking lovely. Karibu sana.
Guys, how are you doing?
We're good.
Fine, maybe you.
I'm good. I just love what you guys are doing and I appreciate you. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Umenifanya nimefeel very sentimental. Sasa, wajamaa, hii content hatuwezi discuss content kabla content creator who has papers comes here to address us. But huyu jamaa amesema anakuja in style. You will not just see him. You will see him in his fullness. Kenya Power did the thing, but Mr. Mkenya amamua yeye ni Mkenya, and Kenyans have something about them. They are very resilient. Nothing can stop a Kenyan from creating great content. Ladies and gentlemen, Mkenya 7 million. Mwalimu, it is time. Let's have a class. Good evening, Kenya.
Yeah, good evening from Kitale, Kenya.
Who is this? Mwalimu, you can give us your first
Kenya
lesson.
Power ilifanya ile kitu.
Kenya Power ilifanya ile kitu.
Can you use English that I can understand?
Now it's your time to give us a lesson. Give us a lesson about this evening.
First of all, let me greet all of you. I can see Joy Ngodho. I like your background. Umefunga hiyo curtain mzuri sana.
Thank you.
Alafu let me see Sony, I like your pinky nini, Shivon. Alafu Austin, hiyo kofia ya dini ya Isuzu inakaa mzuri kwa kichwa yako.
Maze, Mungu akubariki na Ben.
Otherwise, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. How about you guys?
We're great.
Doing fine too.
We are great, and if this is your first time here, so all your students are gathered, please, you can continue with your lesson number 1. So Mwalimu, principal, you can give us your remarks.
Okay. Now, as I earlier told you, we'll be traveling to Naivasha for the Naivasha education tour. And there are 3 things that you must carry alongside with you. Are we together? Yeah. Number 1, notebook. Number 2, you should carry yourself pen, a pair of pen. Number 3, carry a pocket money, because there are people that take pictures there and they print them instantly. However, despite carrying all these things, make sure when you reach there you behave. I don't want to hear my students getting there and start walking in a funny walking style. And that are not my students. Make sure when you go to Naivasha you behave. By 3:30 p.m. mkuwe mmejisanya kwa basi hapo tunarudi kwa shule. There's nothing that you are going to see there new. It is just Naivasha and the people. And remind you, don't talk to strangers while you are in Naivasha. You wezi kujua wanania gani. Are we together? When you come back, you will write your composition not less than 700 words, explaining why you went to Naivasha and why you came back by 3:30 p.m. And next week we'll be doing Cat 1. Are we getting clear? Wewe Ngodho niangalie ni kama ninapigia mbuzi gitaa wewe.
Unajua I'm just laughing inside. Yani unaongelea my yani about my hometown where I've been brought up, I was born there, you know. So I'm just happy to hear that.
And you've been twerking there.
Yes.
That is Mkenya karibu sana. But before we continue, kindly, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to bring in producer wetu. Jamaa mwenye ame make sure tumekuwa na hizi seasons yote. Godwin Segero. Mambo vipi bro? Unaweza unmute alafu tukusikie. Unakuwa na tabia ya kumute. Mimi sijui ulitoa pia tabia.
Hata sijui ulitoka wapi. Watu wangu, hamjamboni?
Jambo.
Huku Naivasha ni vumbi tu ya safari rally. Sijui huko nyinyi mko aje huko Nairobi.
Baridi tu.
Alafu naona kuna mtu anakaa mzee wa mamajuzi wa mashariki, yule mwenye alikuja kuona Yesu usiku.
Kenya Power imefanya ile kitu Kitale, so najimulikia na mulika mwishi hapa.
Kwani hamna mbolea?
Godwin, naomba utoe hiyo device nyingine hapo juu inasumbua kidogo. It's giving us echo into the stream. Then tunaweza endelea. So karibuni sana. Meanwhile, Gordon is sorting out his audio so that all of us can have a conversation. For all of you who are joining us, we are discussing about twerking. Content creators over the past few years have been doing amazing job. Yani wamefanya kazi poa sana. Unajua niko na shida kwa sababu Mkenya Mkenya 7 million who is our principal, yeye ni mwalimu wa Kiswahili. Sasa lazima nijaribu kuongea kwa lugha ambayo anataka tuongee nayo ndio tusianguke mtihani. So wanafunzi wengi ambao walienda Naivasha, wameenda Naivasha kufanya ile kitu naitwa kutwerk. But why are we discussing twerking as a subject? You've seen a lot of content creators over the recent past when we are posting our pieces of arts. The only or the most common dance style all of us will adapt to put out our content is what we see behind them. I will start with you, Sony. Sony, wewe ushaitwerk in your videos?
Kutwerk, siwezi kataa, nimetwerk. Nilipewa mali na Mungu, so why not? But for my own pleasure, for my own fun, not for, the generation, what the generation is using twerking for. Yeah.
Okay, that's a very clear answer. Joy, what do you think about twerking in our videos as content creators? And Joy, your mic is muted. Uko sawa sasa, endelea.
Yeah, actually, twerking, man, I don't know what to say because I don't twerk. I've never twerked. So, but I think it's okay because I feel sometimes, it's a good thing. Honestly, it's a good thing because unajua watu kama sisi wenye hatujui kutwerk, we learn from there. And at least sikuwa najua kutwerk, but now since nianze kuona watu wanatwerk nowadays, ninafanya ile maneno, si mchezo.
Unafanyia wapi sana sana?
Simi nafanyia tu hapa penye umeniona nimekaa.
Principal, our next flight is headed to join Godha to see our curtains. Before I bring you in, let me just have you, Austin. Austin, what do you think about these numerous twerking videos that have been doing rounds? And as a content creator, is it the only content that we can use to break the internet waves? Austin. Austin amehang maze. Austin, uko hapo? Wacha kufinya vitu. Hebu nijibu swali nimekuuliza kama umeisikia.
Aje, niulize tena. Niko nimehang.
Okay. There's so much videos doing rounds, especially from female content creators. Once they post, there's all about Hulabalu on how their behinds are moving and entertaining most of us male viewers. Why? Why is it particular that they are going for that particular kind of style of doing content?
I think Niju, they have seen other people do it and go to some other levels. So kuna hiyo pressure ya maybe msee amekuwa hata akitaka kufanya clean content but anaangalia mazee itani take time because people want to shorten the nini. Wase wanataka kufika hapo haraka, so msee anaangalia nini inaweza fanya nifike hapo haraka, ni itafanya ni gain views, ni itafanya ni wase wanapenda. So msee anafeel pressure, unaona tu hata msee anaanza tu video vizuri 5 seconds ikiingia anageuka anatuonyesha ile kitu. Sisi wanaume tuko hapo tuna double tap, so pia sisi tuna promote hiyo nini, so ni kumaanisha huyo content creator bado ataona so hii ndio kitu wase wanapenda aifanye, alafu msee mwingine akuja aone kumbe pia ule nani alianza hivi na bado acha hata mimi nifanye kwanza sana naenda direct. So tunapata tuna encourage culture fulani ya wase tu kutwerk tu, yani kama hata hujui kutwerk unaweza semekana wewe si content creator, hadi wewe ukiwa kama mwanaume content creator unashindwa ama kesho ni twerk, yani unaona. Unaona.
Great. Nitawaruhusu jibu baadaye. I know all of you also have some rejoined us you want to put into this conversation, but Mkenya 7 million. Mwalimu. I like
Yes.
calling him Mwalimu for a reason, because most of his videos are teachings. What if today TikTok and the likes of, those short videos that people are doing decided that there is no more twerking videos? Do you think we still have content that we can give out there? And if so, why are we so much into sexualized content?
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. You see, first of all, a content creator must be creative. That's number one. Number two, a content creator must understand his or her audience. Ndio usonge. So the issue of twerking, wale ambao wana twerk understand audience yao inataka nini. Inataka twerking, inataka waonyeshwe ile kitu ndo wasonge. Na ikiwa usha understand audience yako inataka hiyo kitu, lazima uwapende usonge. Now, umeuliza if TikTok itatolewa, will we still have content creators and content? Yes, we will have content because content creators are creative. TikTok before TikTok ikuje, people are doing other things. TikTok ikakuja wakachangamkia. So kesho TikTok ikitoka na platform nyingine ikuje, watachangamkia. Hata ikitokea platform ya watu kujinyonga, watu watajinyonga in the name of kutrend na kupata likes na nini.
So Kiswahili has become slippery, mwalimu Mkenya.
Yes.
Educate me, tunaongelea kunyonga gani? Ya kujitia kitanzi ama kitanzi?
Kujinyonga, umenimanya vizuri. Ile ya kujitia kitanzi.
Ya kujitia kitanzi ya Willy Paul.
Yes. So, my friend, so what I mean is, especially Kenyan content creators, they are creative. As much as we will say they are just twerking, you need to be creative to twerk. You need to be confident. You need to have understood your audience so that you can move them to like, share, and comment on your videos. So for me, what I can say is creativity. Na wale ambao wana sexualize content ni venye the Kenyan audience wanataka hiyo content. Sisi wenye tunajaribu kufanya clean kabisa yenye haina sarakasi mingi, imetuchukua muda. But leo Mkenya akianza kufanya content the other way around, Mkenya will trend vibaya sana. But mimi have decided to kusukuma lane yangu. But as well, wale wanafanya sexualized content, ni venye the society, the Kenyan audience, that is what they want. Mimi kuna picha nimepost juzi kwa page yangu, a very beautiful Ugandan lady. Nikasema I'm flying to Uganda to I said nikaweka caption hapo, I'll be flying to Uganda to meet the president of positive vibes. Ana shape safi, figure imekubali, imesimama saa 6 mchana. My friend, wa Kenya wali comment, I got a lot of likes, comments. So that
they
is
were not
what
commenting
Kenyans...
on the comment, they were commenting on the figure safi or the comments.
Figure safi. Kwa sababu kiuno, my friend, kiuno wewe tunasema nini? Kitu safi imesimama. But so that is what they want. So content creators wana pay audience vitu wanataka. They are okay. They are doing what their audience wants them to do. That's what I can say.
Awesome. Godwin, now is your time to come in. You've been producing these shows for almost 1.5 years now. And one of the things that we as Art in Heart, we've been trying to do, your devices are giving us feedback.
Imagine I'm on one device, I don't know what's happening. Ama ni watu wameamua nisi prosper.
Ebu angalia labda you are logged in on 2 tabs, but I'll bring you later on. Kindly fix that so that we can now be able to continue with this conversation. Nilikuwa naongelea kuhusu vitu tu zimeendelea over the past 1 year plus, actually let's say 2 years or so. Tumekuwa tukijaribu kuleta content yenye ina stand for the following things: educating, entertaining, informing, and what was the other one? Ngodo nikumbushe, sababu hapo ndio unakuwa very handy. So those 3 issues, like educating, entertaining, informing, and engaging our audience in such a way that when we give out content, it's content that is going to impact you that you learn something out of it. Like Mkenya says, when you're doing content, this has to be a model of creativity. There is a niche market you are trying to address. But the greatest market today is sexualized content. Austin,
Yeah.
ulifanya content fulani the other day na Sony, and that's why I actually put up those clips. Ukapata there's this mubaba ameenda sherehe, anatafuta some small girls to entertain him.
Yeah.
On the list of the girls that were supposed to entertain him ends up being the daughter. Does that now tell us how bad our moral fabric is? Even though we can say we need to give the market what they're demanding, that is market and demand aspects when it comes to economics and commerce. But where is the borderline? Tunaachia wapi tuseme manze hapa ni too much? Tuangalie Ezekiel Mutua alipigwa vita juu alimwambia bwana huwezi tuambia vitu natuambia. Where is the thin line between creating content for consumption and entertainment and literally turning internet into a big Pornhub?
I guess ni kitu pia, cause I think art has no definition, but pia art it's a reflection of what is happening. So ni kumaanisha wase wanafikiria hizi vitu sana, na pia so tukionyesha mse wa kwanza kutwerk venye alipata views mob, mse mwingine akakuja akatwerk akafanya vitu zingine, tunaendelea bado kufeed audience yetu. Hizo ndizo vitu by the way mnafaa kuwa mnaona. We can change hiyo narrative. It's all about, because people are what they hear, what they see, unaona. So hizo ni vitu tunaweza wafeed vitu zingine tuwalete ni aje by the way ni hivi, it's not just twerking, ni hivi. Within no time tutapata wase wameanza kufanya vitu zingine zenye sio twerking, because it's just ni kama brainwash wase. Because ukiangalia like other countries, kama tuseme nilikuwa naangalia vitu zina trending China, ni vitu innovative. Unapata sijui ati kitu ina trend ni msee wase wanajenga reli, wanafanya sijui nini, wanatengeneza saa. So it's just about, na huko hakuna ati mambo ya twerking, maybe kunazo but hizo sio vitu zina trend. But Kenya kuja ukiangalia vitu zina trend, ukitry kuangalia unaona dem fulani amepita hapo, yani tunaona kitu yenye ni kuuzwa, inauzwa hata. But there's a way we can program our audience to wajue it's not just about twerking, na kuna vitu zingine zenye tunaweza wa show zenye ni normal na ni crazy. Yep.
Okay, Godwin. Sasa na hope umesort hiyo story. Mimi kama hujasort unajua tu leo sasa hii show hauko ndani, na tutashukuru Mungu, alafu utapotea. Tutakuleta next year. Uko sawa? Fiti sana. Thank you so much. Godwin, we kama producer wa live shows na other recorded shows zenye tumefanya, what can you say is the biggest interest in sexualized content? Because that's how I will look at it. Because when somebody is twerking, the audience, the core audience wanajaribu ku attract most of the time is the opposite sex. You know, you have no business twerking for your girls. Well, assuming we are reading from the same page. You have a lot of business twerking for boys or them guys. Why is it so much that we are so interested in sexualized content? Hata ukitaka kusoma gazeti, mtu akitaka usome gazeti nzuri, lazima wa slip in some line of, some sexualized stuff, such that this thing can go. Why is that the need, Godwin?
I think in Kenya, I'll be specific, in Kenya, I think we do that because our audience, like most of us are online, unajua, and we have too much internet, and then mtu akishaleta hiyo ni the tracking bit, and then that's what they want to see. Everyone goes to the pressure. And I was talking to, was it Austin or someone before, and I was telling you, when you find even the mainstream media, ilikuwa imeshimika, like, the content that was there was so clean. Now they're going to that pressure And at least for them to sell, be it online, mostly on their social media platforms, they have to promote such content. Unajua? And you wonder, is it because we are moving to the wrong direction as a society? Because let's have a look on a platform like TikTok. Now they've increased the length of the videos. It started from 15 seconds. Now, I don't know, Kaisha Fika 10 minutes, it should be around there. Unajua? It means you can do something creative, something educative on this platform. But why do we still insist on twerking? And you see, it narrows down now from now just showing videos online. You can see even the trends like Tunenda Basha. It's now people are going now to do it now practically. You know, it's from now kutoka kwa videos, and you see now it translates into now what we do as a society. Sasa unasikia baba msijua amechukua nani anaenda ni Vasha, watu wa Subaru. We make it to be so exciting, yet we don't know the dangers of it. Mtu akasema we inherited a very good heritage from our forefathers, but what are we leaving for the future generation? Is it the kind of thing that we want our future generation to be looking at? You know, so I think is and then as Austin said, it's because people want it easy. You understand? Because mtu anajua nikiweka hii, and then you wonder, most of them are doing it for likes, not because it pays. You get, so people want just the fame. But now the danger is fame comes without money. So you're famous, but you don't have the money. Now again,
famous and broke.
Depression. Famous and broke. So you're depressed. You cannot commute using a matatu as you used to, because watu wanakujua kwa TV, watu wanajua una trend, but now you don't have the money. You get, so it's a very dangerous line that you are trading on. Dan.
Dangerous line, you say. There's an important part umesema kuhusu the next generation. Na hiyo kitu nataka niulize Joy. As content creators, when we sit out there and everything we are doing, clearly you can look at it 10 years later and you're not proud about it. What DNA are we planting to the next generation? And should we be worried, Joy?
First of all, what I can say is, okay, what we are doing, it depends. You know, there are some people wanna create hizo content wakijua nini wanafanya, and the reason why wanafanya, because that's what they love to do. But now, as you said about our next generation or our kids, honestly, for me, about that, something like twerking, for me, I cannot do it, because I'm thinking, like, my son is 16 years old. What if he gets like you know, like in the next 2 years he will be 18, alafu then akuja one videos za mama yake akitwerk online? What will be in his mind? You know, what kind of a picture will I be showing my son? So I'm not saying it's a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing you're doing, because that's what you love to do, because you can't do something that you don't love. And I support you fully doing what you're doing. But let's look at what's going to happen. What's going to happen to our next generation?
Interesting. Mkenya, nataka ukuje hapa kidogo. Najua unaniona. Hebu tuonyeshe meno kama ishara kwamba tunawasiliana. Tuonyeshe meno. Very nice. Very nice, mwalimu. I can see you smiling from a distance. Guys, do not mind him. Huyu jamaa Kenya Power imemfanyia ile kitu. He was willing to be in this show, and that's why he's decided, despite what you guys gonna say, ataonekana. Mnaona meno na ishara ya mkono. Very nice. Let me just say a big first of all shout out to Noreen who is watching us. Moha anasema hivi, Boaz Moha anasema ni ile twerk Makende nilisikia kwa radio kitambo. Ni hiyo special edition twerk Makende. Hello everyone, Kenya says hello to you. Tracy anakuuliza ulikuwa umeenda wapi? Hujambo sana. Godwin, hujambo to you. Hamad bin Morgan anasema hujambo to you. Idel, how are you too? We can't hang on such crazy things, says Adochirimo KMC. So tumetengeneza content Mkenya, but mali wiko, we are worried about our next generation. We are worried of what people will think about us. But are we really concerned about the footprints we are leaving behind? Because internet never forgets. People who are planning to marry, is it okay? Mkenya, we kama husband na mke wa nyumbani, what would you tell us?
You
Uko pale bado kaka? Ni kama ninakupoteza
see,
kidogo.
venye Joy amesema,
Okay. I think people are trying to call him when he's doing
I
the
can
show.
concur with Joy because what
Apologies, we'll try get him back. Okay. Godwin, I mean Austin na Sony, nataka mnisaidia kujibu hii swali kwa sababu nyinyi ndio mko very very deep into this stuff. Mliona kuna president wa single mothers, mnamjua? Sitataja jina. Yeye alisema yeye can do whatever she does because she lives for the stage. She's not planning to be your role model. Do we have a sense of responsibility as content creators, and do we answer to someone, Austin? Ama watu wajipange na watoto wao?
Kusema watu wajipange si poa cause one, there are always people who are looking up to you. Imefika point yenye it's not about you anymore, it's bigger than you. If people are creating for themselves, basi wangekuwa wanatengeneza hizo video, wanaona kwa TV zao tu kwa nyumba, wanaona kwa laptop zao, wanaona kwa simu zao without posting them anywhere else. The moment they post, they should know they are going to influence someone, hata kama ni watu wawili, hata kama ni mtu mmoja. So mse anafaa ajali the person who is going to consume hiyo content yenye ametengeneza. Ni kama tuseme kesho uanze kutengeneza maybe Colgate yenye inaharibu wasee meno, alafu useme ni bora nimetengeneza Colgate. Mse anafaa ajali ni aje hii content yenye nimetengeneza, how is it going to affect the person who is going to watch? Is it going to affect them negatively or positively, and what will be the impact? Msi ataona hiyo video alafu atake kwenda kuiba, msi ataona hiyo video alafu atake kufanya kitu fulani, msi ataona hiyo video afikirie in what way, what do you want to do, what's the purpose? Because hatuwezi shinda tuna blamingi vitu zingine, tuseme kama government, na maybe you yourself kuna kitu yenye wewe unaweza fanya. So if we ignore, tutakuwa tuna create a very unhealthy environment for even our children. Watu wetu hawatakuwa na morals. Mtu yeye atakuja tu unatry kumwambia ni aje bedhe, I don't want you to do such videos, and then anakuambia ndio maana tuko poa, ona nani mazee alibayadi gari na itakuwa so hard kuexplain ya mtu huyu vitu zingine if at all anaangalia wale wasi wenye wako huko juu na anaona that's what they are doing, and this is the money they have, this is the lifestyle they are living. Itakuwa very hard to convince watu wetu. So people should not only think about themselves, they should think about the person who is going to consume that content. Yeah.
Sony, what do you say?
Well, gone are the days when responsibility, bringing up children in a certain way was collective. Nowadays, people don't care. People don't care about bora tu nimefanya. I don't care about people else who are watching or are viewing, kids who be watching. Like our society, imefika point yenye, as Austin was saying, we just want shortcuts. Our generation doesn't believe in trusting the process. Like, tumekuwa brainwashed such that unaona hata kuna wazee like wamama, unaona wamama like huu ni mama ya watu ako TikTok ana twerk. We've been brainwashed to think that like hakuna kitu ya maana tunaweza fanya na itrend ama ikue impactful to people. So it's up to us to change that narrative. Like our generation needs to know that we can trust in the process, you be consistent, and still come up with results. You know, the process, it's something to believe in, because to come let me give an example of this content creator. Her name is Wabosha Magazine. Like, she has very clean content, like, and she has numbers. So like, it's up to us, just keep on doing what you do. Usipewe peer pressure, because a lot of people do right now. People are doing content for the sake of fame, for the sake of clout, ujulikane tu, make headlines, make numbers, then what? Internet never forgets. So people should actually sit down and like, wajue kuna consequences. Every action has a reaction. In future, hiyo video ulipost ukitwerk, utaenda interview mahali, job interview serious, and then unatolewa video zako ukitwerk. Sasa utablame nani ukikosa hiyo kazi? Si ni wewe tu? So people need to think about the consequences. Everything, every action has a reaction. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Wow, that's deep. Umenikumbusha my physics lesson when we used to say, rather my physics class, action and reaction are equal but opposite forces. That's interesting, and thank you so much for joining. I see Doreen Mama Nairobi anasema people don't mind the effect of their content. I don't know if Mkenya can hear me, because unajua lazima smile ndio nijue ako kwa stream. Lakini haonekani for now. I think really the connection over there is not favoring him, and neither is electricity. Really, surely Kenya Power, why do such? Blame it on the content we are creating. Hawataki watu wajue ukweli. There is these clips that have been doing rounds, and I believe most of you have seen them probably, and if you've not, let me just feed you in. You see a group of single mothers and their daughters clapping very hard as their young daughter, almost 5, 6, is twerking and shaking in front of another 11-year boy. And they call it, she knows how to dance. Joy, unaonaje maneno? Ama Mkenya yuko hapo? Nimekusikia kidogo huko, umerudi? Mkenya, can you hear me? Okay, let's proceed. Joy, what
Yes,
do you make
yes.
of those scenes? Oh, okay. Lazima tungoje simu ipelekwe Kitale ndio irudi Nairobi alafu ifike kwa booster. Kama unaweza nisikia tafadhali.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Joy, kindly
Can you
proceed.
hear me?
Yes, proceed.
Yes, please. I didn't hear your question because I think the internet there was bluffing, kind of a thing. So please, if you don't mind, repeat the question you just asked.
Well, my question is a scenario we've seen a lot of single mothers, and I'm very specific, in videos, very viral videos,
Yes.
clapping and celebrating their young daughter, twerking in front of another, let's say, this is a 5-year-old daughter and there's a 6-year-old son dancing, and they are really celebrating and clapping for her to continue. Go Joy, go Joy. What do you make of such?
That I can call it stupidity. That one I call it stupidity, because there is no way a 5-year-old daughter can be twerking there and you as a mother is watching that and celebrating that, and you expect that daughter to be a lawyer or a nurse or even a president of our country. First of all, that is misleading our kids. And again, as single parents, we are doing a very wrong thing, because if we are raising daughters, it's not a must because I'm a content creator, my daughter should be one. No. The way you raise that child is how she's gonna behave even when she grows up. If you are raising a son, like I do, watch what you're doing, because at the end of the day, you'll start blaming yourself. Nimefika miaka ya 70 ama 80. then my son ameingia TikTok ama Snapchat ama wherever, then anakuja ananionyesha, oh mom, this was you when you were young. What kind of a picture am I showing? What kind of a picture am I showing that son or that child? I'm portraying a bad picture, a very bad picture, of which that is not motivating. That is not motivating. That is destroying. And us, we are the one who destroys the future of our children by how we raise them.
Okay, that was tough. Hiyo lecture nimeona Mkenya, nimeona kitu kitembea kwa screen. Mkenya,
Niko bwana.
if you can hear me, smile, smile,
Hey.
smile for the camera. I think this is one of the most challenging live shows we've had, where one of our participants is only able to smile and we see the teeth. Very good, very good. I hope you can be able to follow through the conversation and give us an answer to some of the questions we are seeking to answer tonight. As a content creator, with all this said and done, do we still have hope for clean content as a self-proclaimed president of clean content? Do we still have a future?
Yes, there is a future. Because we are here, we are the likes of Joy, Sonny, Austin, Godwin, and you and myself. We are here. It means there is hope for the future. Having this conversation here, that's a guarantee that there is hope for the future. Yeah, clean content. Personally, I'm doing clean content. It has taken me so long, and even corporates, my friend, even corporates, you'll find Kenyan corporates, they would not wish to engage a clean content creator because maybe of the numbers, but they'll go for the, I don't know, the worst performing content creator with the following ingine ya kununua na nini, na content ambayo unaona hai impact society in a positive way. They'll give them endorsements kubwa sana. But clean content creators watawachwa tu pale na 30,000 followers yao, 50k followers, wapambane na hali yao. So it is unfortunate that it is very hard for clean content creators, but we are not giving up. We'll do it no matter how long it will take. But we are ready. I'm ready to pay the price, because I know clean content, no matter how long it might take, it will surely pay one day. It will inspire a generation that is behind me. For me, I so much focus about a generation of young people behind me. Hii generation yetu ya sahi yangu na Sony na Joy, hii generation ya sahi, Waswahili wanasema samaki mkunje ungali mbichi. Hii yetu sahi tumekomaa, tumekauka. So wachache ambao pengine tumefunguka kidogo, let's do it for a generation of young people behind us. Wale kina Joy Junior, kina Sony Junior, wale wanakam, at least wapate kuna bafa fulani hapa mbele imekuwa prepared kwa handle. But hii ya sahi, my chair, hii ya sahi ni ngumu. Tufanye tuokoe wenye wanakuja, because watoto wana grow very fast. Unaona, unasikia mtoto wa 5 years 6 years ana twerk mbele ya mama yake na anaambiwa go go go, na hata ananunuliwa zawadi. So it is upon us to give hope ya generation ambayo inakuja. Kuna wazazi ambao wana support clean content. Personally, I have been supported by parents. They like whatever I'm doing. To wengi wanaona ni kana kwamba it's not so much entertaining, it's not so much trending, but for me, I know what I'm doing. I know it's the way to go. Alafu kitu ingine inachangia tukue na hii issue ya dirty content and twerking and so everything that is going on. Our leaders are twerking. You see, I'm sorry to say, you see the current nominated, I think, women rep or Senator Nairobi, I think is Millicent or something, Omanga twerks. I'm sorry to say. our
You don't have to
politician
be sorry. It's in
works.
public
Akina
knowledge. It's
mama
in public
wanafika pale
domain.
kwa rally. Yes. You see, it is in public domain, by the way, but this is Kenya. Mtashutia kesho Mkenya amesema, Kenya is a funny country. It's a very funny country. So our leaders to work, wanaenda and wanageuka, hata hawezi cheza, hawezi twerk. I understand that twerking you must turn around, eh? They turn around, means Omanga turns around, twerks wanapenda hiyo. So there are no role models in our society. Yeah, are we together?
Yes, we are. I believe somebody is interrupting your conversation by keeping calling you. I hope they stop so that you can finish your statements. But we get the point either
No one
way,
is calling me. Mvua inaanza tena kunyesha Kitale.
Ni sawa. But the point is home. That's very emotive.
So
For me.
as I finish, I would
Yes.
just encourage us to not to give up on whatever good we are doing in terms of clean content. Let us kindly create contents that will inspire a generation, will impact our current society in a positive way. Clean content is cool. Clean content lasts. If you create a content that can be watched 10 years from now, 5 years from now, then utakuwa umeleave impact. But to create content tu ya upepo moto ya masagari, because many content creators are upcoming. So create content that 5 years, 10 years to come, people will come watch your content, even if you will not be there. Tumeona
Okay.
wasanii reggae artists ambao waliimba nyimbo ambazo there are songs ambazo.
Yeah, I think we're really having a problem with that guest. The connection is really working against him, but very, very interesting stuff he's saying there. Austin, na najua Mkenya yuko hapo, so he's listening to us. Austin and Soni, mimi nataka nigwame na nyinyi sana leo. As we change the stories, what stories should we be telling as content creators that will leave a mark, that will be remembered 100 years after Austin, Ellie, Soni, Joy, and Godwin are not here, and Mkenya? Tuanze na Austin, yeah.
Okay. Na feel tunafaa kutell stories zenye zitakuwa one educative, zionyeshe msee ni aje bedhe, zichanue wasee, maybe tuseme kama stories za kukoniwa, kuchanua msee, kutrigger thoughts za wasee, kuthink positively, cause one, Kenya gets to go ranked number sijui ngapi most depressed nation. Na hiyo yote ni juu ya maybe venye yani tuko na my issues mob, so tunafaa ku create content yenye inaweza funza wasee how to deal with mental health, vitu zenye zita maybe kuwapunguzia stress, si kupea wasee pia pressure, cause to create one content creators, when they create, they should always think about the end, the other person on the other end, because I believe that's the problem, because msee anafikiria tu idea na anasema tushoot tu, msee try kuianalyze aone mimi kama viewer ama mimi kama msee mwenye nitakuwa on the other end ya screen naweza taka kuona mtu akicreate content kama hii, and then the same people watatoka hapo nje waseme mazee Kenya hakuna content mazee. Unapata bado content creators wa Kenya bado wana watch wase wengine wa majuu, wase wengine wa wapi. We should try and make whatever we have here in Kenya hadi hao wasee wakuja watuone, because we have very interesting stories, we have very powerful stories zenye zinaweza move wasee. Mi nafikirianga stories zingine, yani saa zingine hata kitu inanifanya nisizifanye ni sina do ya kufanya something with of that magnitude, but though kenye tunaweza at whatever situation yenye mtu wako, try to create a story that can be watched 2 years later, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. Yani hata ile siku ya mazishi yako inaweza ekwa hivi, wase waambiwe Austin alikuwa content creator, hebu tuwacheze video moja. Hadi wakicheza hiyo video, hadi wase wanaweza cheka kwa mazishi yangu, waseme man, huyu msee alikuwa by the mnoma. Hadi inaweza kuwa studied kwa universities, niambiwe go and study a certain content creator, you're going to learn blah blah blah. Inaweza kuwa fiti sana tukicreate content yenye ni timeless, because wase wengi wana create tu content ya kuna kitu ina trend 2 weeks msee anapiga. Tunafaa kuona beyond. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Sitaongea mingi kwa hiyo. Sonny, what do you say?
Well, I believe we have to change the narrative by, like, we tell people that it's possible. It's possible to have clean content and impactful content. It's up to us to take the initiative and believe in ourselves. Like, you just do what you do it consistently, and one day it will pay off. It might not pay off right now, but it will pay off one day. And as long as it makes impact on people, it will be noticed one day. So it's up to us. Tusifunze watoi wetu about shortcuts, because most of the content creators right now, what they are basically teaching the kids that will be coming in future is that you need to do this to get to this point. We're not teaching them that there is a process. You believe in the process, invest in your craft, and one day it will pay off. So it's up to us. We do this clean content, distribute it, and one day it will pay off. That's what I believe. Yeah.
Awesome. Godwin, nitakuleta mwisho. Joy, what will be your advice to other content creators? Wewe kama consumer wa content. Joy, if you can hear me.
Yes, sorry, Ellie. Look, what I would like to say, you know me, I don't like to sugar. I don't like to sugarcoat. I just say how I feel. First of all, I would like to say, like Kenya, I've been watching a lot of your videos, and it really makes me feel so good, because wakati you're punishing a child because of burning a school, hata mtoto natural baby akiona kitu kama hiyo, itakuwa ni a lesson. Tomorrow he will not do the same thing, because atakuwa na ile uoga ya kufanya hiyo kitu. Actually, you're doing a good job, but what I would like to tell you, let's look about our future, about tomorrow. What's going to happen tomorrow? Angalia, and I think it's only in Africa, maybe, I don't know. But angalia wale content creators were other different countries. They do natural things, like educative things, and they get a lot of views. But as Africans, we have to, or as Kenyans, let me say Kenyans, we do things so that, we can be recognized. Let's do something that even tomorrow, when your child will see that and say, yes, my dad or my mom was a good content creator. Kindly, we will support you. Just create something that, tomorrow, you can benefit from it. Usi-create kitu yenye itakupea tu views, ama likes, ama comment mingi. Wewe kosa comments, kosa views, but angalia the effect of that thing you are creating tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Joy. Godwin, what you say, sir?
I'd say there's more to content than just twerking. And when you're creating content, look at sustainability. And that's when most of our content doesn't cross even the borders, and it doesn't last. Just for a few days, it may trend. People are happy because you see, Kenya is a country where people are hyped by just headlines. When a trend leo, everyone has to see born a trend. The following day, another thing comes up and they forget about you. So what kind of content are you trying to create? And Mkenya said something in terms of let's create content that can be consumed 10 years from now. I think Ellie, you can attest to this. We struggled because of the kind of content we create. We are not that at hype nini such content ya nini. That's why we are where we are. But now look at it 10 years from now. Will someone come and look at our content and say, by the people used to create nice content? That's what you're supposed to be looking at. Not because in Kenya, if you're not careful, you'll be moved by the masses and you feel like you're a failure. Because if you consider the demographics, we have more youths than the adults right now. And now the youths are making even now the so-called adults to join their bandwagon in the name of easy stories za kutoka and all that because of the numbers. Most of TikTokers are maybe campus students, but now consumers they're not limited to campus students. Now even the entire society consumes the same content. Now doesn't matter. Everyone wants to associate themselves with the same content, but for how long? And then you find like parents they're complaining of people creating. Parents wants to warn their kids not to consume a certain type of content, but for them they are consuming. So you wonder, where do you draw the line? Some of them are creating the same content and they want their kids not to do the same. You see the hypocrisy in it. So I think let's just be honest with ourselves and create just clean content led by Kenya.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. And Mkenya, ninajua tumekusikia na tumeona meno. Tuonyeshe ishara ya meno tena, tuonyeshe ishara ya meno, kuonyesha kwamba uko hapa na sisi na wala sio TV na tuangalia. Very nice. Mmona meno?
Yes, Nico.
This is what I'm going to do. This is our last episode of season 3. And as we break, we are going to do something that I want you guys to take a look at. And then I'll give the big announcement. Just take a look. Coming from next Friday. Awesome, and that is the 5th. What I want in a president, or the president I want, is the program that will be starting next Friday. But for tonight, I am here with great men and women who are doing amazing job online. Let me start with our guest of the night, kwa sababu ndio mgeni wetu wa heshima. Ninamwita mwalimu kwa sababu ya content ambayo anatengeneza, Mkenya Isaac, or Mkenya 7 million. He's there on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find him, follow him, get to watch his amazing stuff there. We have, of course, Soni Gisheru. Soni Gisheru is one lady that has a very sly way of handling immorality in her content. Check her out. That is Soni Gisheru on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and all those social media channels that you know about. And of course, we have Austin Muigai Yugai. Jamaa ambaye jina yake inafanana na the current president. He'll be going soon to retirement. With him, I hope not. But for now, he is on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all over, doing amazing stuff. Check out them. And of course, we have Joy Ngodho, who comes in as a resident panelist, kutuambia vitu zenye hazimfurahishi na vitu zinamfurahisha all the way in Saudi Arabia. And of course, Godwin is here. Now, gentlemen, I have you, Austin, I have you, Soni, I have you, Mkenya. All of you guys are in Kenya. As we take this long break, I'm throwing in a very interesting stuff that you guys need to look into. I want you guys to sit down and make great content from the following aspects. You have to educate, you have to entertain, you have to inform, and you have to engage. And above all, you have to bring in the aspect of leadership through your content. As we go into election on the 9th of August, we'll be airing that clip. And if you guys manage to convince us that you did a great job, each of you will get 50,000 Kenya shillings from us. If you don't make that good content, and the three of you cannot put your brains together and do it, let's just say, I know what to do with my money for the next holiday. Any questions before we finish?
Tutumie dhao moja kwa hiyo 50.
Okay, it's possible. Unataka tulipe mahari in advance?
Watume deposit.
Timo deposit. No,
Yeah,
that
but
clip has to air on the 9th, and it has to have those concepts. So if you will produce that clip, it has to be at least 3 minutes, capturing our content, our concept of Art in Heart. Then let's do it. May the best team win. You can make a team. You can decide you are not making a team. But if it will be great, then so be it. Mkenya, uko na swali? Mgeni wetu kabla tukuache?
No, I don't have a question. I just want to appreciate you for inviting me here. Asante sana, Mungu akubariki. This is my first time. I've really enjoyed, despite stima imepotea huku, mvua inanyesha, mtoto wangu analia kwa kitanda, but I've really enjoyed this conversation. I'm happy that kuna panel mahali na push mambo ya clean content. I'll one day invite you people to Kitale, mkuje tuongee na wasanii pia wa Kitale live kwa ground, tusonge namna hiyo. Mungu wabariki. I want to promise you guys that I want to promise you that I'll continue doing clean content. In fact, I'll go big now on clean content to inspire a generation of young people and watu wote ambao wanafaa consume clean content. Mungu wabariki jamani.
Asante sana. Sony?
Guys, let's believe in the process. We got this. No shortcuts in this life. Yes, trust the process. That's all I have to say as we conclude.
As we finish this season 3 of The Perspective and Art in Heart. Mazee, mimi nataka kuambia asanteni sana. I know we need really to end this show, but I want to welcome you to the next project we're having, which is now The President We Want, starting to air every single Thursday right here on Art in Heart, starting the 30th of June. Be part of the conversations. Let us exchange ideas. Let us know who you want for a president in terms of what values do you want this president to present? What are the issues you want this president to address? Who will be the president come 9th August 2022 after the elections are done, counted, and dusted? Or who will not be the president? Godi, najua unaniambia tuende. Tunaenda. Tunaenda. Natafuta vile tunaenda. Unajua tunakuaga na ile kitu ya kutusindikiza. Tuonane. Good night.
Funga madirisha ni milango.
Zaiwa zope zaiwa Bimana balabala Panzana na bazono Ganga lokola kake Pona kadirati gamagisa Mobutu sesenseko Tozala sensen, tozala from Hypocrisy tomboy Ingratitude tomboy Nani yako kiko sunga ekolo Soki Mobutu tena ni mosusue Mobutu seseko Tozala sense, tozala from Hypocrisy tomboy Ingratitude tomboy Nani yako kiko sunga ekolo Soki Mobutu tena ni mosusue Mobutu eko. Ya bisoko binda Mobutu sese. Ya bisoko binda Mobutu sese Mobutu. Zambe atinda Komite central Boke bana bandoki Etumbana bandoki esilite. Tango bokerete ni kadinda Mobutu. Botala nabino nabino nabiso Mobutu. Bandoki basilite. Oh, ya bisoko binda Mobutu sese. Ya bisoko binda Mobutu sese Mobutu. Zambe atinda Komite central Boke bana bandoki Etumbana bandoki esilite. Tango bokerete ni kadina Mobutu. Botala nabino nabino na miso Mobutu. Bandoki basilite. Zelela 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 Mobutu.